So we're doing percent problem, and we're gonna be using only ratio and proportion way of doing it. Okay, so we always have a setup to do a proportion or a percent proportion. We call it percent proportion. And it's gonna be set up like so we know the percent is out of 100 at all times. So we're gonna set up our proportion this way: part over whole of it and percent over 100. There is a keyword that we always use to know which one is the small one, which one the whole one. Which one is part, what is whole. So there is a keyword we could always use: is and of. Is over of percent for 100. Let's put this in an example so that we know what I'm talking about. Okay? Here in our first example, what is 20% of 60? We're gonna set up a proportion on how it's done. So you always be this way. Okay? So part over whole, percent over 100. So we set up like that. And I want, when we have working problem later on, I want you to really set up. There's no pages also. So okay, so this is gonna be your is, that's gonna be your of. Now we're gonna set it up. As I said, we're gonna find the position to where it belongs. So we're looking for is. So is here, so that will be our x. Since that is 20%, percent go here. You're not writing the percent sign, because if you write the percent sign, that will be 0.2. So we're not writing it down, we're just setting up a proportion. It says of 60. We know that of is the whole or the total. So you write it here. So this is how we set up all the time. The next step we do is cross multiply. And then we divide. So let's cross multiply. Okay. So we always start where the x is. So x times 100 gives you 100x. And then 60 times 20 gives you 1,200. What's the next step we do here? After we have this, what's our next step? You divide both sides by 100. Why are you scared to say? You don't need to be scared. So divide both sides by 100. So we could cancel that out. So x is gonna be what? Wow. There you go. Okay. No. So it means 12 is 20% of 60. Copy? So you have an example in your notes. There are 3 different problems that we're going to be working on. Question we have: 30 is what percent of 75? Again, we set up. It will always be set up this way. Okay? And we also know that this is our is and that's our of. Alright? Is of. That's just our secret, little clue. So 30 is. So I put it here. And then it says here, what percent? So that's what we're looking for, the percent. So put it x is here. And then we have of 75. So we're gonna put 75 here. Okay? Ask me afterwards. No. And then, huh? Wait. Divide. So we cross multiply. We always do it first where your x is. So 75 times x, 75x. And then 30 times 100, is 3. Actually, it's 13 and a 2 0. So it's 3,000. What's our next step? We divide both sides by 75. X is gonna be what? X is gonna be what with your magical tool? How much? 3,000 divided by 75. How much? 40. 40. And since we're looking for percent, we need to write 40%. Alright, happy? Think of this. So 40 is 20% of what number? We set up again this way, and our little cheers here is and of. Then it says 40 is. So I put it here. 20%. So you know the percent is on the side. So I put 20. And it's looking for what number? Of is what? So of is what? Then we cross multiply again. Like the same as usual, we start where x is. So you cross multiply 20 and x gives you 20x. And then we cross multiply 40 and 100. So that gives you 4,100 or 4,000. Then we divide both sides by 20. So now x, you could cancel that out because 1. And what will this be? 200. So since we're not looking for percent, that was just 200, not percent. So therefore, 40 is 20% of 200. So this is just one story you're gonna use, proportion, ratio, and proportionality. So you were given a worksheet. I just put it here so that you see. Alright, you are going to set up your proportion. So this is what I need. Okay? You are going to set up your proportion all the time this way. Alright? Where your is here and of is here. And then your step will be you cross, multiply, then divide. So I want a set up proportion this way. So you need to fill in this information over here. Then you cross multiply, then you divide, then you get a final answer. If the question is what percent, you need to end up with your answer with percent. Okay? So again, get your worksheet and let's do the work.